I think my taste buds are really at a crossroads right now. For whatever reason, every time I go out to eat, whether it be fast food, quick bite, sit down restaurant, I'm constantly disappointed. I've been doing a lot of cooking on my own though. Uh, Me and my lady, we've been cooking a lot. And the biggest thing was, you know, we moved out here and all the restaurants, it just didn't have any flavor, no taste. And it wasn't from COVID symptoms or anything like that. It just was lacking flavor. And so I was explaining to her, like, hey, maybe we should try to, cook the things that we really enjoy and like master it. And she was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So far, we got down chicken. I'm a chicken wing connoisseur. And I'm not about the chicken wings that are the jumbo size that come from Pizza Hut, Wing Street. I'm like the medium, small wing connoisseur where it's just chicken. That skin is nice and tight and crispy when you fry it right. It's just amazing. And I'm all about it. I would eat wings 7 days a week if I could. I really would eat wings. If you've never had a true chicken wing, I pray for you, because a true chicken wing is, I can go all day about these chicken wings, but we perfected them. When we first started dating, I was always trying to like make chicken wings and stuff for her, but for whatever reason, I couldn't get the crisp down perfectly. So as soon as I added like wet sauce, it would just make the whole wing soft. But now I got it to a science almost, but it's all eyeball. I can't really give you instructions. It's all eyeball. So practice makes perfect. And one day we was just sitting around, and back in Atlanta, if you haven't had American Deli, it's like a staple. And if you are from Atlanta and you don't know what American Deli is, then I won't trust any of your restaurant suggestions. So American Deli, it's just like a quick eat spot. It's like just a wing stop, just a little wing shop. But they have this combo meal, and they sell other things too. But they have this combo meal. It's like a meaty mini Philly cheesesteak, 5 wings, fries, and you gotta get the sweet tea. And the ranch that they have there is mwah, it's beautiful. It's so good. But what we make, I think it tastes better than American Deli. Because our Philly cheesesteak come with that ribeye steak that's cut up in slices. We got the real mushrooms, that fresh green pepper, those fresh onions, the nice Hawaiian roll, hoagie roll bread, nice and toasted. Ooh-wee. The hot lemon pepper sauce that I make. Oh, man, let me just tell you something. Whew. Might even have to have a little snack for after dinner talking like this. But we got that down pat. Now, we wanted to make burgers, got burgers right. So cooking has just been a 2021, man, an unknown goal that I didn't even know I needed to have for this year, but it just came out of nowhere. It's taken the year by storm. It's made my taste buds come back to life, and it's really made me look at restaurants in a different way and think about the commercialized flavors they choose to use, which it doesn't satisfy my taste buds anymore. It doesn't. And I know you've been there. You had to have been there. If you haven't been there, like Guy Fieri, the chef, says, you need to go to Flavor Town, man, and get you some real flavor. We also made this like signature dish out of nowhere. It was her night to cook, and she comes up with like the best ideas as far as how to switch it up, not just the same old thing. So I was just seeing, it was her night to cook. I was just seeing her, she was chopping up all these veggies, green pepper, bell pepper, onion, cabbage, had this sweet chili sauce, lime juice, lemon juice. And I'm like, what are you doing over there with all the things, And then, cilantro rice is plated, chicken fillet is plated, and then this glass bowl just full of color, with all those veggies she had cut up. And it looks and it smells so fresh. And so When I tell you, it's we call it like, it's just an Asian slaw, because that's the kind of flavors it gives you. It just named itself almost. I drag her into the mud because I want to eat it like 3-4 times a week, and it tastes really good with the teriyaki thin cut steak that you can get from the grocery. Oh man, it's amazing. But yeah, so we got those. But in my group chat, man, got a picture today of some Caribbean oxtails, pea and rice, cabbage. And when I tell you, when we were living back stateside, man, whew, I would be eating Jamaican food all the time. Anytime I could stop at a Caribbean named restaurant, I knew they would have. I would call ahead first to make sure they have oxtails, because those are one of the commodities, the menu items that when they go, they gone. When they go, they are gone. Just like when it comes to the patties, the beef patties, the chicken patties, you got to kind of get there at a right time, or else it's going to be over with. So I would always call, but oxtails are hit or miss now. Not every restaurant knows how to do it. And I learned that just from trial and error. So been able to pick my favorites. But out here where I'm living now, there's not one place that I can even trust enough to give me what I'm looking for. So now that's next on how to do on your own. I got to get in the kitchen and start making these oxtails, trial and error. But also, man, it's hard to find them. It's hard to find them. So if you are like me and you really are in the kitchen, don't stop. Keep going. And let us know let us know on Twitter, at The Air Podcast with an X, not a C. Show us some of your favorite dishes and plate it nice. Let's see that plate presentation. Let's see how you really can get down when you get a chance on Chopped or you get a chance on Beat Bobby Flay. The judges, they look at that plate and they, oh yeah, it's plated beautifully. Then they cut into it, give you their critiques. I'm trying to do that with my eyes. Maybe get some ideas from y'all too. So yeah, oxtails, man, it's such a texture. It's such a flavor. It's such a soul warming meal that I don't even know why they have two sizes at the restaurants when it's, they got small and then large. Why would you even have small? Even if I don't finish the large, I just need to have it on my plate just to, if I want to, I can. If I want to go into a food coma, I have that opportunity, But yeah, we've been trying to just cook our favorite things, and it's easier said than done, because you get into this pocket where you end up liking what you make, but you get in this routine of making the same thing because it becomes your favorite. But the thing is, I don't want to get tired of my favorite. And you know how you can listen to a song so much, it just goes in the ground. I'm not trying to eat my favorite meal that I love cooking until it's like, I don't want to eat that. I go through these waves where a bag of certain chips will be my favorite chips. And I'll get them every time it's time to get chips. Get them every time it's time to get chips. And then all of a sudden, I'm no longer into those chips. Just like music. I have my records that'll be on rotation through the day. And then little by little, man, they just go away. And I look back when Spotify sends me my year in review of all the music I was listening to and who was my top artists and things. I get reminded yo, I did used to listen to so-and-so so much. Dang. Let me go back and listen to them real quick. And it just don't hit the same. It's still that good feel song that you remember feeling, but it doesn't have that hold on you like it used to. And you still, forget about it later on in that new year that you go through. And I don't want that happening to my favorite meals. I can't let it happen to my favorite meals. So Asian slaw, the wings, the self-made American deli combo, the burgers, and a steak. I can't even mess with steakhouses no more. Unless it's one of those steakhouses that, it has steakhouse in the name because it's nice. They take pride in their steak. But I can't do Outback because I know how to cook a steak now on the range, on the oven now, on the range, on the oven. Haven't gotten a grill yet. I'm looking into getting the Traeger, the wood pellet grill. It just, the way they marketed it, it has me. It got me. You know, I don't want the charcoal smoke hint in my food. I've never noticed it, but I don't want it anymore. I don't want the propane. I've never noticed it, but I don't want it anymore. I want that wood pellet. It seems more natural. It seems more flavorful. I don't know. It just sounds like it does, you know? And that's what I'm going for. Once I start doing that, really go from making steaks on the range to making steaks on the grill and really getting them that nice char, you know, not too much, but that nice restaurant char, you know. I could do the same thing if I got a torch, but then that's butane. And, you know, I never noticed it, but I don't want it anyway. You know, I'm sure that's what the steakhouses do because they got to cook them so fast, you know. But when you're doing it, you know, it's different. You can pick and choose what you want and this and that. But, you know, the only restaurants that don't really disappoint are like a Chipotle, a Paniolo's, those that have those fresh flavors, that cilantro. You know, I love cilantro. I love lemon. I love that flavorful pepper vegetable, you know. That's really what does it for me. But, you know, what doesn't do it for me is like pasta places. Like the last handful of times went out and I got a fettuccine Alfredo. I've been like, bro, what's good? Where can I get some good fettuccine Alfredo? I can't find it yet. Most of the time it's just it's heartbreaking, you know. What used to really give me good fettuccine Alfredo, though, I will not lie, Applebee's really used to give me good fettuccine Alfredo. They really did. But, you know, the Cheesecake Factory fettuccine Alfredo, it's like, it's the chicken. The chicken is so dry in it. You know, it's like a real dry chicken breast. And I don't know if they boil the chicken or whatever the case is, but it's not like juicy, you know, like when I make it at home. And even sometimes when you make it at home, chicken, you got to be careful with chicken. You really do have to be careful with chicken, especially like the thin sliced breast. I like them because they're more manageable. But the regular breast, I get them. But when you butterfly the regular breast, I still feel like you have a more robust piece that you don't have to be so delicate with, you know, especially on an open flame, you know, a gas range. I do miss the electrical range I used to have, but now I got a gas range, so I'm still learning that. And I'm a low heat cooker, you know. I love cooking everything on low heat. I feel like I can, you know, sip my drink, relax a little bit, not focus on it too much. If I go, oh yeah, my food, I go back and it's, you know, nice and sizzling. It's not charred, burn or anything like that. But yeah. Oh, them oxtails. They've been playing in my head all day, y'all. All day. The peas and rice, I ain't worried about that. I'm a rice man. Cabbage, I ain't worried about that. But I got to get on YouTube. Got to see some tutorials. How to make these oxtails restaurant quality, nice quality. And it's not about the oxtail meat itself. I need to get that oxtail gravy the right way, because that's the make or break. It's the oxtail gravy. You know, the oxtail, it's just like stew beef. You know, that's that same texture, but it's that oxtail gravy that makes or breaks it for me. It really is. It makes or breaks it for me, because the oxtail gravy, those flavors that go over that rice, because you know the peas and rice, it can be kind of dry sometimes. But if you get that good oxtail gravy, it just reconditions that rice and makes it just exactly what you were expecting when you went to that restaurant. So that's the key. If you are listening and you happen to know how to get that gravy that way, please hit us up on Twitter. Matter of fact, just drop it in the comment section below and please let me know, please. Cause I need it. You know, we has, you know, it's salmon tonight for dinner. with Asian slaw, of course, you know. But I was almost about ready to throw everything away and just, hey, making oxtails tonight. But I'm going to save that for the weekend so I can really be calm, cool, collected, confident, going through my YouTube history of cooks to see which cook might have it. And if not, I might have to find a new YouTube cook to show me the ropes and get this oxtail gravy right and these oxtails on my plate, because that's got to be one of the meals I miss the most is oxtail. Oh, man. Whew. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, the restaurants, I feel like they don't care much about flavor. They care just so much about the mass appeal. But I need some menu items that are packed full of flavor and not just the same old, the Southwest, the Cajun. I need some like fresh spicy vegetable, fresh, clean, like mouth watering flavors. Not the same old herby tang flavors that they try to get away with. It's easy to cook with. All you gotta do is sprinkle it on and it masks what you need to mask and it'll pop out where you need to pop it out. But other than that, I don't want that all the time. I'm tired of going to places that just give me steak, potatoes, broccoli. And when the broccoli comes out, it's kind of over microwaved, because I don't think they really be cooking that broccoli like that. I don't. Especially now that I've been cooking so much at home. It's no way that these kitchens are pushing out food that fast. Like Applebee's, Chili's, their main cook, I saw the other day, is the microwave. The microwave, they got it A1. I mean, just like Panera Bread and, all these other restaurants that microwave crazy. And you know what? That's probably exactly where the flavor's going. Just, it's not making it in those microwavable bags. They're not putting that flavor where it needs to be. And I need it to be with me. And it ain't there. But, yeah, I just wanted to get some pointers. What's good with the oxtail? Gotta know. Like, I need the recipe for the oxtails where when you get your spoon and it comes off that bone and the oxtail fat is so tender, like you don't even pick around. Everything is, you sucking the oxtail bone, putting it back down, getting you a nice spoonful, a forkful of that rice with that oxtail gravy, nibble on some little cabbage, and you gotta have, your guava drink. Oh man, something about those flavors, just they marry together. It's perfect. But yeah, when I get it, it's gonna be on here. All right, we're gonna definitely do that. Show a little bit of the process, and show, it's probably gonna be in the thumbnail. Plate of oxtail, let y'all know I went ahead and got that and secured that plate. And I'll be honest about the review, whether if it was overhyped, from the picture, if it looked too good, way more than it tasted. But we'll keep it transparent, But yeah, please hit us up. Pictures of your signature dishes or dishes that you're proud of. At The Air Podcast with the X, not a C, on Twitter. And from Twitter, you can go to our link tree and see where this podcast is posted all over. We on Apple, Spotify, Google, and wherever you get your podcasts, we're there. So I'm your host, Nate Grimes, and talk to you soon.